All right. Alrighty. Okay, so I have never played this game. But I've seen it played and I kind of remember some of it.
Company man woke me up. Said you'd need ferry to the Obra Dinn. Not many eager for that job. Seems a bit late if you ask.
I didn't.
I got the mail. Okay.
What's in the box?
I don't know. I'll hoist it up in a few minutes.
Hey! How?
Carefully.
So one thing, start things off. Good, how about you, dude? Playing a new game. Never played this before, just bought it today. Okay, I do not know what, okay. Hit A button, okay. So one thing, you never see your character aside from their hands. And the voice can be male or female. It is completely random. Oh yeah, Obra Dinn is wild. I've watched a playthrough of it. Also, make note of that. That's important for later. All in black and white. And you're basically trying to discover what the fuck happened on this ship. Because it just showed up in Falmouth with nobody alive on it. Like, everyone on here is, it's like completely deserted. Remember what I said about nobody alive. Doors are locked.
Oi! It's too heavy! It's too heavy. Take it yourself or open it here.
Do we have a book? It's probably gonna bug the shit out of my eyes a little bit. I trust that you now find yourself aboard the Oberdin. I expected this day to come, and my every intention was to tell this ship's strange tale within the pages of this book. Regrettably, failing health has allowed me to produce only the basic outline that follows. The presence on the Oberdin is critical. I leave the discovery of its fate and the completion of this book in your hands. The next few pages will seem bewildering at first. All will make sense in time. Use the pocket watch to determine the identity and fate of everyone aboard. Complete each chapter accurately and return the book by guaranteed post to the French Office of Affairs in Morocco. The bargain chapter will remain unknown to you. I possess the details within, but have elected to keep them private for now. Henry Evans. This was supposed to be the route. We have the deck plans. We're on. So this is the main deck. I can actually choose this one because Henry Evans, there is technically not an obvious, should be kind of obvious. It is the same one, so we can technically say his fate correctly, but we'll come back to that later. All of these pictures are blurry because we do not have the information needed. Well, we'll get into that in a minute, actually. All the different chapters. Oh no, that is correct. This is 7. This is the chapter that we do not get to have. Oh yeah, bit of a glossary on this too. And we get the weird skull pocket watch. The Memento Mortem. Remember death. Y button.
Captain! Open the door! Kick it in. Ah! Lest we break it down and take more than those shells! You bastards may take exactly what I give you!
Okay. Suddenly shot at, except it's not us. It's this gentleman here. How do I do this? Okay. I don't know all the controls on this. Oh, right. I forgot I could change that too. How do I highlight? Hang on. I don't know all the controls on this. man's face is unblurred. That's this guy. And there is actually one other person. Oh, it just does it on its own. Okay. Sorry, I've never played this before, so I had to look it up. Now, the book goes straight to the chapter. So we don't know who he is, but we know how he died. And we know who did it. That last line, that you bastards may take exactly what I give you, was actually used in the trailer for this game at the demo that came out. From what I've seen this game played, so I do know some of the answers, just not all of them. Basically, what happens is, whenever you use the pocket watch, you get put into a diorama of that person's of the death. This is the only time where you'll have it look like you actually got shot. You just exit through the door. And now we can get in here, because the scene has occurred.
Where are they? Must be in here someplace.
They're at the bottom of the sea.
That's a lie.
I'm not gonna lie, this is gonna be graphic as fuck, so that's why I'm... We still don't know... We don't know who he is. We are gonna know how he died, though. Because look who struck him with a knife. Yeah, this is gonna be extremely gross. One other thing. This guy is still out here. But the fact that he is actually going over the rigging tells us that he's a top man. Like he was going over to climb over to this way. And only top men on the ship. would climb over the rigging. They're the only ones that would actually have the dexterity for that. So we still don't know who he is. We do, however, know that he was knifed by the captain. Also, I want you to watch the hands of the watch. 10:15 is when it stops. Also, that was gross. Hearing that guy's death rattle. Also, this guy is being clubbed after stabbing the captain. Interesting thing to note in there. And he's obviously still out there because... I do wish we didn't have to wait the whole time. So, I'm just gonna say this now. There is an achievement in other versions of this game where you can basically just blame everything on the captain. I'm not gonna do that because there's no achievement on the Switch version, which is what I'm playing. $10.20. 10th chapter.
Abigail,
Last part.
your brother, my friend. I shot him dead. I'll be with you soon, my love. Please forgive me for everything.
Well, he said her name was Abigail, and among the passengers there is an Abigail. Abigail Hoska Witterell, his wife. Her brother, William Huskett. 3 different endings, we are gonna go for the best ending. That's not fun. This is the door out, by the way. If you... That's not the button. Wish I could look at where we were on the map, but... Oh, yeah, here we are. So that's the door back out. If you hold it down long enough, it'll show you who it is in the sketch. Oh, there's the squirrel. There may or may not be a sleepy puppy in this room, too. She had fun today because we went outside because it was warm and we played. Just as a heads up, this is the only suicide in the game. Still can't go out that door, so we gotta go around to the other door to get out. So I've ID'd the cause of death for every one of them. You can see they were not far when this happened. And now... Okay, so it looks like she's just been smashed by the rigging, right? Nope! This man, we can actually identify right now as Martin Perot. He is the first mate. The third mate, sorry. That's disgusting. Also, nice wave breaking over. Lost. Well, we're still in the thing, so I can still look around. Chapter 7, The Doom. first, I want to look at this guy. This is... yeah. So now it is shaking. Also, there's a couple of people over here. Note that this one is wearing a wedding band. There are only 4 females on here. Okay. Yep. There he is. Where is the damn thing? Oh, I hit the button first. Gross. That's disgusting. Yes, I know who that is. The tattoos are what make him obvious. So, this passenger was wearing a wedding ring, and yes, that's a passenger. That is Emily Jackson. This is one of the other female passengers. And technically we can get her too. Because we have Abigail, we have Jane Bird, and we have Emily. And there's only one other woman technically on the ship. But we'll wait on that because we get more clues with her later. That is... I believe. I do actually know who this is. Unless that's... that might be the gunner. Also, somewhere over to the side. Well, I'm still gonna be in it, so. That's somewhere over along this side. There it is. There are 3 people. falling to their deaths. Alright. Where? Ah, this is what I'm looking. Oh. This poor kid. Yep. Playing Oberdin for the first time. Ugh. Poor guy. Saw that. That was supposed to have severed one of the Kraken's tentacles. It did. I see it now. These are the midshipmen. We don't know which one it is, though. So this guy is wearing a turban. We'll get a better look at him next, I think. We're going backwards, basically. So, we don't know who this is yet. What we do know is that he exploded. This is a semi-blind playthrough as well of Oberdin because I have never played this before. There's Maba on his way up. I think that's the gunner's mate, actually. I think that's the fourth mate. I think. I don't remember. And that's a goat. You see that boat on the water? The one that was flipped in the previous diorama. No, I've watched a playthrough of it, but it was a while ago. So I don't actually remember all the answers. Alright. Where do I go next? Down here. That's where. This is the gunner deck. Poor bastard. Like I said, ouch. That's a death. So, and then these are the two. That were in the last diorama going up here to attack that thing. No idea if that's a squid or an octopus. They call it a kraken. It could be either. Oh, also, Gunner Deck can give us a few hints on a couple of other things. I think I know who that is. We're better off looking later. The gunnery deck is where a lot of the crew slept. That's disturbing. As a reminder, this thing is a fucking pocket watch, so... Yeah, that's half of a person, by the way. If you kind of look carefully, there's the Kraken is holding that, and there's a guy stuck underneath. No, I can't do that. I'm blaming the Kraken on this because, also, yeah, you notice that there's a second guy. There was another voice playing in that. And you can do a couple different ones for him, for this guy, because it works either way. Anyway. I don't know why. is how he died. Also, these are the two guys from before. I already know who this man is. That is Christian Wolf, the gunner. Because he's giving the orders to shoot. I mean, yes, that's kind of the idea. This is... I think he's one of the seamen? He's one of the Indian seamen, which is... And you see some of the others. I think this is also one of the top men. Oh. You can actually blame this guy for killing the two in the last diorama. These two. But I don't know, that just seems too mean for me. Where's the fucking door? There it is. I'm stuck with the thing again. Now, you can see where the hole was that they blasted through. I'm stuck on something. Oh, we can figure that one out already. I don't want to go there yet. Welcome to the ship's head. That's a very sad way to die. Also, yeah. The fact that he is not in any of the pictures. Oh wait, you can figure this one out? No, not yet. God, I hate doing. I'm not gonna enjoy the Chinese thing, because there's Chinese topmen and seamen, and they are not easy to figure out. Some of them have different shoes, but they're not the easiest to figure out. Talk with your pants down, my dude. Also, he's hearing something, but he doesn't exactly know what. We can figure out who this guy actually is if we look at his bunk number. 41. Six. That's. Oh my weeds. We can't. 49. And 48. 43. That's 3 more. That's 44. Okay. We can't highlight these two. This is 45. Person he's standing next to is the third mate. This is Roderick Anderson that got smashed with the cannon. This is Martin Turrow. Where's the glow? Is it up top? Yes. Oh, we're already going here, huh? Or no, wait, that's, I think Soldiers at Sea is coming up next. Where is thing? There it is. Oh no.
Over my dead body, you bloody Dane.
Huh? How's that?
There's no cause for trouble, boys. Get in the boat.
Thought I'd forget. You killed my brother.
What? That was an accident.
The robes.
It wasn't his fault. I saw the whole thing.
Lies. I shouldn't have waited so long.
No, don't.
So, you bloody Dane means one, the killer was British, and two, this is Lars Lind. This is one. Okay, so there's there's a set of brothers. 2 sets of siblings. One is, of course, Abigail and William. We also have Nathan and Samuel. We don't know which one it is yet. Also, this guy, I know who this is, but we'll figure him out better later. That is gonna be that's the purser. We'll get into that later, but... Okay, waiting for the swirly thing. There we go. Can I go downstairs in this one? No, it's locked. Okay. McGwee was drowned. This guy is one of the ones that fell in the water. That's 3 more I got perfectly. It's... Hang on, I want to double check on this one. Okay, yep, double checked. It's... We'll come back to this guy. But, because he's the only one we can't really say he was drowned. I think he was in Maba one. Trying to remember how to actually go into these again. Re-enter. Oh, right, I remember now. The way to do that. It's just as gruesome the second time, and no, it was not this one. It was Abigail. You can see the tentacle that got severed with the explosion. So yeah, we gotta go. Wrong way. We still can't enter Abigail's cabin from outside. Hi, Bug. Okay, that was not cute, Tessa. She just fucked it. That's this guy. We find out what his actual fate was later. There's Finley desperately trying to hold on. This man gets no fucking respect at all. And also, the reason why Roderick was killed was because that was the exact moment Finley was grabbed. You see he's about to get pulled off. Alright. Where do I go next? That one yet, am I? Can't go in there yet. These are the mates' cabins, by the way. That one will... Where the fuck? Can't go up. I don't want to do that just yet. Can I not do that? Anything else yet? 44. Why did they care about this right now? Part of this game is just trying to find where the fuck. Oh. Officers. This is the officers' lounge. They have their own head. Which is why the artist was never really found. Because after the attack, they probably started letting people use the private one. instead of coming back here, and that's why his corpse was not found. Oh, what do I do now? Part 2 is the wrong button. Yep, it's Edward Spratt's death. Okay. Keep forgetting which button it is. Wrong way. Four, 43, 48, 49, 48 is still up, but 60 is not. Also, yeah, that one is X. The owner of that bunk cannot read. So we can actually figure out who killed Lars Lind just by looking at that. Bunk 48 is still up. This is Nathan Peters. I have to actually do. What do you think I do? Ah. I walked past it. No, I didn't. I went through. That's the other way. Also, I hate to say it, but Abigail was kind of a pulling a too stupid to live moment. Anyway, Niff. Corpse.
Oh no, you're cut.
Don't leave me.
Bear up, son. I'll stay with you.
Tell Pete's mother I tried my best
Aye,
to pull him back, to save him.
you tell her yourself. Brennan, bring the surgeon's kit.
There is William. And it's kind of sad because you see him treating this kid with so much, like, almost fatherly affection. By the way, we know who this is now. And then you remember what happened in the end. This is Peter Milroy. Because Thomas was trying to hold him. And this also, that's a lot gross. He lost, look at how much blood he fucking lost trying to drag himself over there. We know this is one of the midshipmen. We know it's not Peter. We don't know if it's Thomas or Charles yet, so... And we have the top man that was clubbed. And we have this guy. The guy who was knifed by the captain, who was cupping his ear at the call. With the name Brennan. And we have a couple of dead people right here. As of course, the whole point of this fucking game is to figure out how the hell everybody died. Escape, Chapter 9. He's like... Hoskett is treating him like he's like a fatherly figure to the kid. And then you think about what happened. By the way. He was knifed. We don't know by who yet, though. And then you see, like, the very last part. One of these two, wasn't it? This one. Right? Yes. Watch allows us to see when somebody died.
What's all this, you damn fool?
So as you can see, we can go over here and see Lank. Sorry, I actually know who this is. The midshipman. It is Thomas, but I'm not gonna say that yet because we technically aren't supposed to figure that out yet. You see him dragging himself, and we see William seeing that, and he's like, oh, okay. Oh, also, you cannot see it in game, but if you actually got like a better view, you see he has like 7 stab wounds in his back. Brennan is killing this guy. We do not know who this is. That's disgusting. The reason those hands are shaking is because that's indicating that we can interact with another corpse. That's the top of his head right there, by the way. And the hands stop at the hour hand is the start of the start of the chapter.
You have a plan? Yes. Big ship will sail east. Trade rich in fish and shells for gold. Hey, who's there?
Mutiny! Mutiny!
Fresh bastard.
The hand, and then the minute hand will show which part. That's gross. Why can I not highlight the guy who's fucking dying? There we go. I know who this is. I do too, to a degree. This is... I should probably shut my window so my neighbors don't hear me swearing. That was the gunner's mate. Where are my scissors? Oh, they're there. Hang on. What are you staring at, Bug? Ugh, it's got sweet tart dust up my nose. Oh, also, sorry about being gone for like 3 weeks. Needed a break first week. The second week I actually got real sick. Like, I scared the crap out of the dog because she has never seen me actually vomit, and I did like 3 times. And then last week I just completely forgot. Hi, Buggy. Are you a good girl? Yeah. Sweet girl. So yeah, last week was just me being a dumbass. You can see poor guy dragging himself. Captain's up there. We have chucking a body overboard. Captain right here. I've not played Obra Dinn before, but I've been interested in it for a while. We don't know who killed him, though.
Let them go!
Oh. one more down there. That's Jane Bird. They're trying to stop him from attacking the people in there. By the way, that case next to this guy should look a little familiar if you kind of look down there. Yeah, me too. That was not a fun night. Yeah, I'd been sick pretty much all day. It just got super worse in the evening.
Last one. Move quick.
You'll not take the last one!
This is Return of the Obra Dinn. If you just heard the name that got called out, this is Paul Moss. Now you can see better the case. It's the exact same case we took the book and the Memento Mortem out of. I know exactly who that is. I don't know how he was suddenly up here higher in the last one. The fact that Witterell is also telling them, let them go, means that their leaving is allowed by the captain. And that one was one of the top men. It was, or no, it was one of the 3 Russians. It was Volkov, because he is the only Russian top man. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Faster to do this.
Easy now. You're in a bad way.
It's the squid. Where is my Frenchman?
The squid's gone. Your mate was torn apart.
That. The beast is dead. How? How did you kill it?
We didn't. It left with the storm. Captain came up from the hold. Said he chased it off. You should rest.
A curse like that does not live for nothing.
So this is, if I can find him. Wait too far. Hang on. Now, if you kind of look carefully at this guy, you'll realize that his shirt is typically a one that French soldiers or French sailors wear. Also, if we wander around here, this door is now open. The first mate does not look happy right now. You just kind of see that there's a rope hanging from outside his window at the moment. Can't go into there. You can see how he died. That's gotten us 3 more. The bosun being killed. Charles Minor being killed. The one thing is that you cannot. Is this? Okay, that's him. You can't change them out once you've set them. Okay, so this is Henry Evans in Morocco. now we can go out here, and there's a leg. That's someone's foot. That's definitely a foot.
On your toes. Here.
Slack the lifts and lower the boats! The whole crew will be on us!
Give it up!
Like I said, poor Finley gets no love. This is one of two that he actually shows in. You can also see how his foot ended up where it did. This one is probably going to be the easiest to pick, to get. Stuck in the stairs for a minute there.
Hok Seng Lao, you have been found guilty by self-confession of the murder of Nunzio Pasquale.
Quiet!
As captain of this ship, and by the authority of the East India Company, and thus the Crown of England, I sentence you to death by firing line. Mr. Wolf, when you are ready.
Right, sir. Ready, men. Aim. Fire!
Now, her name has been said. So we know who that is. Also, you see how these are 3 shots missed, 1 hit. You gotta see which one hit to figure out who actually killed him. It was Henry Brennan that hit him. So if you look carefully at the trail, Brennan's is the one that hit him right in the heart. Buck, what are you doing?
Hello? Who is there? Who is that? Is someone hurt? Senora Nichols, is that you? What are you doing down here?
Hello, yes. All fine here. Just, sorting some things.
Watch your step. Here, let me help you.
That is the passenger that Hak Sang Lao confessed to killing. And this is the actual murderer. Second mate Edward Nichols. Means that this guy was also killed by Edward Nichols. And there is Hak Sang Lao. And this is what Nichols was looking at. That looks a little familiar, doesn't it? That's the ceiling. let's look at the diorama for Hak Seng Lao too again.
Hok Seng Lao, you have been found guilty by self-confession of the murder of Nunzio Pasquale.
This is one of the unknown Chinese top men. I know who it is. He's shown whispering to Edward Nichols. Surprised that isn't showing his face yet.
As captain of this ship, and by the authority of the East India Company, and
Also,
thus
over
the
here.
Crown of England, I sentence you to death.
This is the cook.
By firing line.
And this is the butcher.
Mr. Wolf, when you are ready.
Reitzer. Ready, men. Aim. Fire.
This would be the time where we would guess who, we would know who Christian Wolf actually is. Because he would be addressed by name. And would respond as such. Now I think we can go further below. Nope, not yet. So what do I do now then? Oh, also, that shell made a very familiar glow. Lame, I can't poke the bell. Trying to think what would be next. Oh. This way. That's what. Carpenter store. The gunner store. That. Aha. A corpse. Way to tell when you found remains. There will always be flies.
Secure the hold.
Someone shoot the damn thing!
What the actual fuck? Also, I think it's looking at me. Ah. Okay. Right in your face. Also, we now know who this is. That is the purser, like I said, but that's also his office. There he is. So this one is one I don't really like. Because this is... Yeah, if you look at it... It's hard to see through here. But that is Charles Minor over there. Or Charles, rather. Because he's French.
I've got you.
down.
It's Nathan. There is the gunner's mate. That's Pete. Peter Milroy. Don't know who that is just yet. Who the fuck is this writer? Yep, I knew it. Really? Here is this ship steward. As you can see, he has a spike in him. Also, that is when the butcher is starting to get spiked. I do not know why they trusted the surgeon with the sword. This is one of the other two midshipmen. We don't know which one it is. Well, okay. I already kind of said who it was. That's Charles. The other one is Thomas. What's this one? the one? Yeah, that's both. Okay. I remember this a lot more than I like. Gross.
Where's no use?
Ew. That's disgusting. And there's Charles throwing a lantern. Shoot, lost it. Gotta try that again. Hang on.
Where's no use?
No, I didn't. There it is.
What's going on?
Stay back! It's already done for Nick.
Hey, come on, boss. No, get there. Hey, Cap!
That's hard. So these two are the carpenters. This is Marcus Gibbs. And he was spiked. That's another 3. And he called this guy boss. This is Winston Smith, the carpenter. And I want to point something out. This is a black man. This is a white man. And they're American. In 1807. This man, they've already been done for Nick. Okay. I'm going to point out that's Samuel. Is he unblurred? No, he's still blurred. That's Brennan. That's Charles. And there's 2 of them. He was speared by Beast. Oh, also, we can figure out who this is now, but, you can actually find just about all of the top men. I think Maba is around here somewhere too. Yep, there he is. That's Elman Queen. There's Maba, and then this is the can't go down below, I don't think. This is another only one of his type. Because he was struck by lightning. I think this is the last. Yeah. Oh, there's my door. I think we can get into the bosun's hold. No, this is the surgery, I think. No, that's not it. Excuse me, door. Rude. Where am I on the boat right now? That was a surgery. Never mind. No, I need to go downstairs. Can I go further down yet? No. The purser's area. Rude. Fucking door. Oh wait, yep, I can go downstairs. Right. Because I could come down here earlier. Where the fuck is that big one? Yeah. Talk about going out with a fucking bang. Hideous monster perished simultaneously with a brave but unfortunate soul. Crab Rider gets a special call out too. There's the door. That's a claw in my way. Do I have to go around the damn thing? There we go. Now, does that mean I've gotten everyone? No, I still don't know who that is. I don't know who that is yet. That's not set in stone yet. Alright. The door. I don't want to do that just yet. That's like the worst part of the damn thing. There it is. There's what I'm looking for. The cow skull.
Take him to the cafe. Name wraps and keep the last right.
Hit her here. One swing. Get through the skull in stone or brain. I'll cut her throat when you've done it. Here? Yeah. Come on before she kicks up. You all right there, sir?
Never been on a farm, Chuck?
Mind your shoes now.
This is where we would actually know that this is Charles Hirschstick, because Charlie so here's Henry Evans with a monkey, which we did not see that monkey. This is the guy that got strangled to death. We didn't see this during the escape. There's also nowhere to be found on the ship. Bug. You look eepy. In fact, that she's not pestering me right now is good. So this is one of 2 chapters that doesn't show anyone in the manifest.
Well?
Same as the other fellow. Some lung disease, not consumption. Made worse by the cold.
Will it spread?
If so, we'd all have it. They must have picked it up at the Lasker house. I checked all hands just now, and everyone is healthy.
And him? What are his chances?
I gave him some laudanum. We'll see.
The Lascar House, for those who are wondering, is a place where ships would go to pick up sailors from India, Southeast Asia, or the Arab world. Lascars were often paid half of what a white sailor was paid, and were forced to work longer and now we can kind of figure out who this is. Because he's working in here. We have Martin. And we have friends, people grieving over another corpse. The rumination for a Lascar crew member was like even lower than a black sailor, which is saying something. Hey.
Saya tutup. Aku terpilih.
This is Solomon Syed. And if you look over here, this is the guy that this is the other guy that died. If we look at his hammock, we'll see what his number is. In 1815, so after this, the committee report on Lascars and other Asiatic seamen introduced requirements for equipping Lascar workers that they be provided with a bed, a pillow, 2 jackets and trousers, shoes, and 2 woolen caps. Lascars were treated like shit. Back in the day. Also, we can look here. This is the one that can't read. And if we look, 53, that's this guy. Not the one in the hammock. It's this one. So we can actually figure out all of these now. 53, William Wasim. This was Abraham Akbar. Over here we have the Russians. Volkov is cheating. He has his cards under the table. There it is, the bag and the pipe. We need to pay attention to that. I hate to say it, but these two are probably fucking lucky. Out of all the deaths. So, 47. Can't see the other two. Alright, 45. Okay, who... Hang on. Crew manifest. 43. Nope, it was 45. Okay, so... I mean, at this point, I'm gonna step out of the, Also, this is where you're supposed to check for the Chinese top men. How to get the calling and the holy captives. I don't fucking remember. Okay, so... We can start figuring this out a lot better now. This is where we can kind of start getting some of these a lot sooner. So this is John Davies, because he's the one who shot, can't get into that yet. Still don't know who this is, but his face isn't, is his face still blurred? It's not, so if it is, Oh well, it's we'll come back to that actually, because I don't know if we were. This is Timothy Butement, which means that this is the last Topman. There's Lewis Walker. Right. Welcome to the very first part. There's Lars Lind. And up higher somewhere is Nathan Peters. Hak Sang Lao is watching the passengers. Unless that's Nathan right there. This is back when they were still in England. They were in Falmouth at the time. So you can see there's Booth. Right, I saw the whole thing. He said he saw the whole thing. And it being an accident. The rope snapped, holding it because of the stowaway's extra weight. Right here. Or yeah, one of the ropes snapped as it was being lowered, causing it all to fall on Samuel, which is what killed him. It was an accident. Potentially. There is kind of a small hinted chance that Lars did it on purpose. But Loose Cargo 2 is the only other one that doesn't have the an actual crew member. Just the stowaway. So this is the lazarette. We can't get in there. Where's the foot, though? There's the foot.
Keep pressure here.
Hold him down. What madness is this? 20 years my steward, and never a doubt on your sanity. Explain yourself.
Those ungodly beasts carry a curse! Throw them back, or doom us all!
Tie him up and put him in the lazarette with those things. He may yet find his senses.
Come on.
All's fine, John. Been in worse spots, I think. Where's the rest of his leg?
John. This is John Davies. This, technically we can kind of guess, but, which one's that one? Okay, I don't know which ones are which anymore. We should be able to tell this one, but I do not remember which one is which. These both are the Russian ones. And this is 20 years my steward and never a doubt on your sanity. That is Philip Dahl, the captain's steward. There's Captain Witterell. This is where you would tell who the bosun is, because he's coming out of his own store with the rope. We have Edward, Olaf, and Emil. And Akbar mourning over Wasim. I think that was his name. But we'll find out. Unholy captives. That is not where he was, by the way. They were over here. Well, maybe they weren't. Yes, they were. It's coming that back this way. Yep, they were over here. Yeah, Akbar. Okay. Straight to the neck. Carpenter coming out of his store. Emil being like, okay, that's not good. He's trying to figure out what's going on. Purser. This game is depressing. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, he is clear now. Boink. I don't remember who some of these people are. Sure. We'll go up the other way then. Okay. Never mind. We won't go up the other way then. Just go through the floor. Jeez. We have another case of Too Stupid to Live coming up here.
Clear the deck, move the boat astern, and throw the bodies over.
What's your foot in? Hey there, what's this? Give him the tea and I can fry us a solid meal, boys.
Careful now. Take it slow.
One sec, gentlemen. There's a free shell here. Let's have a look.
No, get back.
Man just got bitch slapped. But this is also what causes the loss of footing that causes Wasim to get his head cracked against the cargo. by Beast's tail. Oh, it's up top. Okay. I believe it's Nichols, actually. Nope, it's these two. Nichols is at the end of this, right? Or he's at the end of the next section.
Lift this out and take it below.
What the hell is going on? What do you know about these things? About the chest and your dead friends?
这是虾米？回来，全部供出来。
拢是恁害啦！迄个海狸较对人无顾好，是让人晕死的啊！
He talk about a shell. Very dangerous.
Shell? What shell?
One of those almost went right in between the captain's legs. Nice dodging. Not so good. This is... That is finally okay. Why is it still not filled this one? Wait a minute. It is one of the Chinese top men. Why do I not have him marked? Hang on. This is... Okay, hang on. Really? That's Li Hong. It's Wei Li. Is this one? Okay, I'm frustrated now. Who the fuck? Him. Wasn't him. not. No, that's not right. That was the wrong person. This is. Yeah. I was gonna say, why does that feel wrong? Because it absolutely was. Okay. If anyone else, I'm still okay, except for him. And you, I actually do know who you are, but I'm gonna come back to that later. We don't know which one of these he is. Jesus fucking Christ, what the hell happened to his hand? Alright. We don't know who this one is yet, but we do know how he died. Alright. Nichols is the next one. I missed quite a bit there, but there'll be a VOD. I mean, I am streaming this directly to YouTube, so it better save.
Ahoy! Hell back! The captain! Ahoy! The commands aboard! Wait! Don't shoot! I have treasure! I yield! Hold your fire!
Nope. Fuck you. There's a reason for that. Also, yes, I'm walking on water now. That was not a kraken. This is Davies. And in his room as well, you can see, should also be his steward. His steward comes unblurred. Yep. That is Davy James. Jesus. That's not really a kraken. That also has like multiple pairs of tit. We're actually almost done. This is like the final section that I haven't gotten to. Lord Nichols was shot to death, but we do not know by who just yet. We just know it was one of the pastors. And now we are back on the Oberdin. Now we get to see what the fuck happened to this guy's arm. Well, we can see kind of what happened to him. Also, shell. Yeah, that's 6 tits, by the way. Jesus. Yep, we get, she is the next answer we get. We don't know who this is yet. We will soon, though. Yeah. That is technically accepted. wasn't super obvious what happened. And look at this pussy. Fucking coward. This shows more his death than hers. Yeah, that's the thing. He's being a fucking coward. He's basically letting everyone fucking die. We still can't tell what she died from. We will. After this, though.
Oleg, you still breathing? Can you roll? Nichols, sir, shoot them for God's sake!
Nope, that's Nichols. And now, if we look, you can see how she died. Let's see. This man is... That's Toporov, okay. And the other one is Nishkin. Right? Yep, that's Toporov, okay. Also, Shell in the mermaid's hair. Where's the third one? She's out here somewhere. There's him being a fucking bitch again. This is alright, we don't know which one yet. We still don't know if it's Chotan or Banksia, so
Keep rowing! Where is it? There! Something there! I see it! Here's a weapon! Shoot it! My kid eye! Pick up the oars and row, you fools!
so now wait. That's never mind, that is not who I think it is. I think that's O'Hagan actually, but because this is Nishkin. Nikishkin. Well, now we know who this is because she called him Bang. So it's It Bangsia. Okay, so yeah, I know. Alright, 3 more. How many do I have left? One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. I know what happened to these 2 idiots, but we haven't unlocked them in the book yet, so. Oh, there's the 3rd one. There's 1, there's 2, there's the 3rd one. I know I'm over time, but we're almost done.
Keep course due east. You'll reach the Canaries in 3 days. You packed enough stores?
Aye, sir. Checked and loaded them myself.
Good. Stay quiet and alert. If the wind picks up, we've no chance against the Oberdin.
休假，你玩抓不？
我无问题，但是伊来想啊，绝对袂当互伊落在水底。
那是遐个怪物出现，你绝对卖起来。
Aye, shut it up.
They say strange things about monsters.
Speaking of monsters, there's the 6 teeth bitches. Oh, we're almost done, Bug. Then we'll go out and we can go to bed. Nice barely dodging there, by the way. Oh, big puppy yawn. Yeah, you're grumpy at me, I know. apologize if I'm far away. I'm next to the pup right now. So we're still missing a few characters. Not too much longer, and then we can go to bed. Okay? Bear with me a little, Tessa. All currently solvable fates are correct. We are not supposed to know Dahl and Perot. So we don't know what happened to these two. And there's a reason for that.
Boy! Get there somewhere! Storm's coming! Finish your business and climb down here!
So if we weren't done, you can still go around. That is still very familiar. He'll just keep yelling at you, but we've gotten... Hang on. Everything. So... that light is a mermaid shell.
We should go. Storm's nearly about, so we won't be coming back. Finally. Sit down so you don't fall out.
Yep. So the ship sunk in the storm in Falmouth. Cargo was lost for everything. So this is everyone's fates. Captain Whittle killed himself. His entire estate was forfeited to the crown. Which may seem a bit harsh, but back in this time, it was very vilified to commit suicide. William Huskett. Criminal findings, attempted mutiny, estate fine 25 pounds. Edward Nichols has the infamy of having the highest fine in his estate, which is good because nobody fucking liked him anyways. Martin, we don't know where he is or what happened to him, and he is got the highest reward. John Davies fined 15. The Alfred Klestel was torn apart. Exceptional performance of duties. Estate awarded outstanding wages and reward. This is the one thing I don't like. That Charles's death was an accident. The kill Charles did was an accident. There's no accidental kill because it's insurance. Henry Evans is still alive in Africa. Abandonment of crew and vessel, but he still got an award of. He still got awarded money. James Wallace's estate got money. You can't blame Thomas Sefton for William Wassum's death, which is kind of bunk because it was his fault. But now the purser got awarded just like Henry Evans did for even though he abandoned the crew. I want you to notice there was no claim made on Abigail. I mean, her husband, his entire estate was forfeited, and her brother his estate was fined 25, but as dark as it seems with how old they were, like 50s and 60s, there's a bit of hope that maybe her parents weren't alive anymore. Since their daughter was killed by a giant squid octopus thing. Their son is murdered by their son-in-law for attempting to kill him, but and their son-in-law killed himself. Emily Jackson gets fined 35 pounds because she killed Volkov. Jane Bird got fined as well, even though they were passengers. Banksia got in trouble for killing the second mate's steward. Yeah, that death, the third one, whose name I cannot pronounce and I do not care to try just to not be offensive, that was an accident. He didn't die on purpose. Davy James did not get any claim. One thing you can do if you want to be evil is you can actually blame Peter Milroy for Charles's death, because Peter is stabbing the beast right while Charles is on top of it. If you do that, Peter will not have an award for his estate, his poor mother. But he will get a fine instead, and his poor mother will have to pay that. I find it interesting that the purser got away with, without having to pay, but, Nathan, well, okay, Nathan did kill, Lars, but, Booth got 5 pounds. That's funny. So this is the investigator's office. If you get the bad ending, these bookshelves won't have as much stuff on them.
Can you believe it? A package at this hour. Oh, the thing smells just dreadful. Better you don't open it inside. I'll be turning in now. Tea's in the kitchen.
This is the best ending, yes. Dr. Evans passed away soon after we sent him the book. If you get the bad ending, she'll say that your dismal work expedited his illness. In the mid one, it'll be like, yeah, he acknowledges that it was probably too much to ask one person. But this is the best ending, where he is very happy with our correspondence, and he wanted to send back the book with the means to complete the bargain. The tale belongs to you now. Please finish it. Chapter 8 is open to us now. One thing I want to point out. Henry Evans knew what the watch did, but did not use it to stop the death of Hak Seng Lao, because he likely did not know it worked back then. So, this also explains what happened to Henry Evans' pet monkey. The eternal curse, the cursed item, a monkey's paw.
There you are. Collect your things.
Where's the key?
To that door. Gone.
Damn.
There's no time. We need to go.
Right. Here you go.
What are you up to?
see Paul Moss in the background. Henry Evans is there. And you see what happened to the monkey. Evans killed it. To gain access into here and find out what happened to these two characters. A deal gone bad. Access through the cursed wish granter, the monkey's paw.
A third shell. Captain didn't toss them all. Leave it. Help me lift this. Stop! Why? Well, set you free. Give it the shell. Do it. Hoist it out. To the main deck. Throw it over. Lock the door when you leave. Get the tail, boy. You return the ship. The Overton. See it home.
Yeah, 6 tits. And she has the shell. And the mermaid acknowledged the deal and did, in fact, bring the Oberdin home. That is why it sailed back to Falmouth with the corpses on it. Because the mermaid brought it back safely. That was the light that was shining off the port side. Yep.
I'll kill every last one of you monsters. Withdraw the Kraken, or I will kill you all!
This is during the this part is during the Doom. Also, ew. So, Martin is not here. Because he hasn't come down yet. Captain just killed the second of the 3 mermaids. Only one survived. Here's the other one. First one.
Call it off, damn you! This is your Kraken! You brought it here! Send it back!
Captain killed them both. The sad part is that it was either this one, or this one that was alerted to by the Kraken to "I want my husband, where is he?" from Abigail. It is likely that one of these gave the order to the Kraken to actually kill her. After the captain killed their companion. So his frenzied wish to protect what was left of his crew likely got his wife killed. And now we find out the last.
What's this? Quicksilver.
Imagine how much pain he was in. Quicksilver, liquid mercury. That is not what that is. I believe that is more of an acid than any fucking other thing it could be. Liquid mercury does not do that. What I just said, it's liquid mercury. The stuff that you put in a barometer. Yeah, that's what I was saying too. There ain't no way that's liquid mercury. That shit don't do that. That's what I think too. All 60 fates complete. The inspector will always hold the true answers. The reason why Henry Evans waited until after to give us the bargain was because he wanted the ship to go down first. He knew it likely wouldn't stay up in the coming storm. And he did not want people to find out about the Formosan chest. So I just pulled up TV tropes, and there's some pretty funny fridge irony things. Gunner and Gunner's mate are both shot by firearms. Both the ship's carpenters are nailed to wooden surfaces, one by spikes and one by a spear. And the artist got crushed while he was taking a shit. Also, Bookend. The first person to die is Samuel Peters, who is number 60 on the manifest. While the last person to die, Captain Witterell, was listed first. Yeah, that was... That was Return of the Obra Dinn. That is not something I have ever played, but I have been wanting to for a while, and I'm real glad I decided to buy it and stream it tonight. Because yes, I just bought this, like, today. Three hours and 23 minutes. Now, for an actual new player, like someone who did not have some of the answers already, that would be ridiculous. Most first times I've seen, no. But most first times I've seen on videos that I've watched, 7 hours for first playthroughs. Again, I know some of the answers because while it's been a while, I have watched playthroughs of this game. Could I have done it faster? Probably, if I hadn't screwed around by trying to be coy about the answers, and I'll probably do it faster when I play it on my own time. But, that'll be all for tonight. Next week, we may go back to Castlevania, we may try to find something else, because I don't know how soon I want to go back to Dawn of Sorrow, but I also kind of need to finish Dawn of Sorrow. Oh, that's not it. Okay. Anyway. That's gonna be it for tonight. And my mouse shut off. I got a wireless mouse and keyboard recently, and the mouse shuts off. And they shut off on their own. Going to sleep on their own after a while, so, anyway, I will see you guys next week. Bye.